Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to stop waiting for the perfect moment, the right conditions, the perfect circumstances. No more excuses, no more hesitation. If you want something great, if you want to achieve something legendary, you've got to work for it. And you've got to work hard. It's that simple. You see, there's no magic pill, no shortcut. There's only one way to reach the top. Train like a beast and look like a king. When you commit to something, you don't just show up. You show out. You put in the sweat, the grind, and the blood. You've got to be relentless. Every rep, every set, every step, you need to give it your all, because that's how you transform. That's how you turn every ounce of effort into something greater than yourself. Committing to the grind means understanding that success is not something that will be handed to you. It's not a gift, and it's not an easy road. Every single day, you have to show up and put in the work, no matter how tired or discouraged you may feel. There will be days when it seems like nothing is happening, when the progress feels slow, or when the effort feels overwhelming. But that's when the grind matters most. It's about staying consistent, even when the results aren't immediately visible. It's about pushing through the doubts, staying focused on the bigger picture, and trusting the process. No one is going to give you success on a silver platter. You have to earn it, one day at a time, with determination and a relentless work ethic. Each step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. And that's what the grind is all about. Consistently showing up, working hard, and never quitting, no matter how challenging it gets. Consistency is the foundation of all success, especially when it comes to training. It's not enough to put in effort here and there, or to show up only when you're feeling motivated. The real progress happens when you make a commitment to show up, day after day, even when it's the last thing you feel like doing. There will be days when you're tired, when life gets in the way, or when you simply don't have the energy to give your best. But those are the exact moments when consistency matters most. Training isn't about the occasional burst of effort. It's about making your workout routine a non-negotiable part of your life, even when you're not seeing immediate results. By consistently showing up, you build not only physical strength, but mental toughness as well. Each session, whether it feels like a good day or not, adds up over time. Success is built on the habits you form through consistent effort. You don't need motivation every day. What you need is the discipline to do what's necessary, even when you don't feel like it. The days you least feel like working are the days that shape your success, and it's that consistency that will ultimately lead you to achieve greatness. Embracing the struggle is about shifting your perspective on difficulty. Struggles are not something to avoid or fear. They are the very things that shape us into stronger, more resilient individuals. Life is filled with challenges, both in training and in other aspects of life, and it's easy to see them as obstacles that stand in our way. But when you begin to view struggles as opportunities, instead of barriers, you unlock a whole new level of growth. Every time you face a tough situation, whether it's a difficult set in the gym, a setback in your personal life, or a moment of doubt, you have the chance to grow, physically, mentally, and emotionally. The pain you feel during a tough workout isn't a sign to stop. It's a sign that you're pushing your limits, breaking through boundaries, and getting closer to the person you want to become. Struggles teach you to be patient, to keep going even when it's hard, and to find strength in places you didn't know existed. Without the struggle, there is no progress. It's through facing challenges head-on that you develop the toughness, resilience, and grit needed to succeed. So embrace those struggles. They're the stepping stones on the path to greatness. Instead of seeing them as roadblocks, understand they are shaping you into something stronger, more capable, and more prepared for the challenges ahead. Pushing through the pain is one of the most powerful lessons you can learn in life and in training. It's easy to want to give up when things get tough, or when you feel the burn in your muscles, or the exhaustion in your body. Pain, whether physical or emotional, can feel overwhelming in the moment, and it's tempting to take the easy route and quit. But that's where true strength is built, by pushing through when every fiber of your being is telling you to stop. The key to remember is that pain is temporary. It's a fleeting sensation that over time fades away. But the pride, the sense of accomplishment, and the success that come from pushing past it are permanent. Those moments when you keep going, even though it hurts, are the moments that define who you are and what you're capable of. When you push through, you gain more than just physical strength. you gain mental resilience, confidence, and a sense of accomplishment that fuels you for the next challenge. Each time you push through pain, you create a new level of endurance and fortitude within yourself. The satisfaction of knowing you didn't quit, of knowing you didn't let the pain defeat you, stays with you long after the pain has passed. So remember, when you're in the midst of struggle, remind yourself that the pain is temporary, but the pride and success that come from overcoming it will last forever. And that's the true reward, enduring the discomfort to emerge stronger, wiser, and ready for whatever comes next. Owning your journey is about taking full responsibility for your life, your actions, and your progress. It's easy to point fingers, to blame circumstances, or to look for excuses when things don't go as planned. However, true growth only happens when you stop giving away your power to external factors. Your journey is yours alone, and you are the one who has control over where it goes. It doesn't matter where you start or what challenges you face along the way. What truly matters is how you respond to them. You have the ability to decide how much effort, time, and focus you put into moving forward. When you own your journey, you stop looking for someone or something to blame. If things aren't where you want them to be, you recognize that it's not someone else's fault. It's an opportunity for you to assess where you might need to make changes, adapt, or push harder. It's about acknowledging that while external circumstances may play a role, your choices and your actions are what ultimately determine your success. When you take responsibility, you stop being a victim of your circumstances and become the creator of your reality. You take control of your own growth and development. So own your journey every step of the way, and don't rely on anyone else to shape your path. By taking responsibility for your progress, you empower yourself to keep moving forward, knowing that you are the one in charge of your destiny. Training with purpose means approaching every workout with intentionality and focus. It's easy to fall into the routine of simply going through the motions, especially when the effort becomes routine or monotonous. But without a clear goal in mind, every workout can feel like just another task to check off, rather than a step toward a bigger objective. To truly maximize your progress, you need to know why you're doing each exercise, set, and rep. Training without purpose is like driving without a map. You might move, but you're not sure if you're heading in the right direction. When you train with purpose, every session becomes meaningful. Whether your goal is to build strength, improve endurance, lose weight, or simply maintain your health, knowing why you're working out fuels your effort. A focused mindset helps you push through the fatigue and distractions, giving you a sense of direction and motivation. It allows you to approach each workout with intent, understanding how it fits into your larger vision of success. Every exercise should contribute to achieving that goal, so you know you're not wasting time or energy. Having a purpose helps you stay disciplined and on track, as you can clearly measure whether you're moving closer to or further from your goal. Moreover, when you train with purpose, you engage both mentally and physically. You aren't just going through the motions, you're mindful of each movement, each breath, and each rep. This level of focus leads to greater efficiency and effectiveness in your training. When the purpose behind your workout is clear, you bring a higher level of commitment, and the results reflect that effort. So don't just show up to the gym or start your run without a plan. Set your intentions, define your goals, and make each workout count. Training with purpose ensures that your effort is always directed toward progress, rather than simply passing the time. Being relentless means pushing beyond the point where most people would quit. It's about digging deep and finding the strength to keep going, even when your body is screaming for rest and your mind is telling you to stop. The world around us is filled with distractions, excuses, and reasons to quit. But if you want to achieve anything extraordinary, you have to be willing to go further than others are willing to go. When you're tired, that's just your body signaling that it's working hard. That's not the time to stop. It's the time to push harder, to finish what you started. The real magic happens when you refuse to give in to discomfort or fatigue. You don't stop just because you're tired, and you don't stop just because you feel like you've given enough. You stop when you've done what you set out to do, when you've given everything, when you've reached your goal for that session. Being relentless isn't about being reckless. It's about maintaining focus and determination, no matter what obstacles or challenges you face. It's about understanding that growth comes from pushing through the limits you think you have. It's easy to give up when things get tough, to use exhaustion as an excuse to quit early. But true success is built on the foundation of persistence, of being relentless even when the end seems far away. You have to get comfortable with discomfort and push through those moments of doubt. Every time you choose to keep going instead of stopping, you build a mental and physical strength that becomes part of who you are. You stop only when you've finished what you've set out to accomplish, not when the pain or fatigue tells you to quit. So be relentless. Don't stop when you're tired. Stop when you're done, because that's when you'll see real progress, and that's when you'll know you're on the path to greatness. Focusing on quality is about understanding that success isn't measured by the quantity of what you do, but by how well you do it. In a world that often encourages doing more sets, more reps, more hours, the true value lies in doing things right. You don't need to stack on extra work to prove your commitment or effort. What matters is how effectively you execute each task. When you focus on quality, you make each rep, each step, each action count. You ensure that every movement is purposeful, precise, and executed with attention to detail. The results will come from the consistency and the effort you put into getting it right, rather than trying to do everything and spreading yourself thin. Many people fall into the trap of thinking that more is better. They rush through their workouts or tasks, hoping to achieve results faster, only to find that their progress stalls. When you focus on quality, you slow down and make sure each effort is aligned with your goals. It's about perfecting the fundamentals, mastering the technique, and being mindful of each movement. You're building a solid foundation that will support greater achievements in the long run. Quality ensures that you're not just exerting effort for the sake of it, but using your energy wisely, working smarter, not harder. By concentrating on doing things right, you reduce the risk of injury, burnout, and frustration. Whether it's lifting weights, running, or working toward a personal or professional goal, being intentional with your actions ensures sustainable growth and long-term success. It's about doing things with purpose and precision, instead of just pushing through more and more tasks in a haphazard way. Quality is what sets the high performers apart from the rest. They understand that their focus isn't on how much they can do, but on how well they can do it. So focus on quality, do it right, and the results will speak for themselves. Visualizing success is a powerful tool that allows you to mentally create the life you want to achieve before you even begin. It's about seeing yourself not just reaching your goals, but truly experiencing the feelings and rewards that come with success. When you picture where you want to be, whether it's the end of a workout, the completion of a project, or the realization of a long-term goal, you're creating a mental roadmap that guides your actions. By vividly imagining your success, you align your mind and body with the path that leads to it. Visualization isn't just wishful thinking, it's a focused mental exercise that primes you to take the necessary steps to make that vision a reality. It gives you clarity and a sense of purpose, helping you stay motivated and determined when the journey gets tough. When you visualize success, you're not only imagining the outcome, but also the process. You're seeing the obstacles, the struggles, and the setbacks along the way. This mental rehearsal prepares you for challenges, so when they come, you're not caught off guard. You've already trained your mind to stay focused and persistent, knowing that the end result is worth every effort. By seeing yourself overcoming difficulties and reaching the finish line in your mind's eye, you build confidence in your ability to succeed. It's like programming your brain to believe that what you want is not only possible, but it's already in progress. However, visualization alone isn't enough. It's not just about daydreaming or wishing for success. Once you've pictured where you want to be, you need to go after it with everything you've got. The energy and commitment you pour into your work need to match the clarity and certainty you have in your mind. Visualization serves as a reminder of why you're pushing yourself, keeping your end goal at the forefront of your thoughts. It strengthens your resolve and fuels your desire to take action, no matter how difficult the road may be. So visualize success every day. See yourself achieving your goals, feel the satisfaction of that success, and let that vision drive your actions. When you pair mental preparation with relentless action, you're not just hoping for success, you're creating it, one step at a time. Keep your focus sharp and your determination unwavering, because the vision you hold in your mind is the destination you are on the path to reach. Strength is mental, and often, it's the mind that holds the key to unlocking your true potential. Physical strength is built through hard work, consistency, and pushing your body to its limits. But mental strength, the ability to endure, to stay focused, to overcome doubt and fear, is what allows you to keep going when your body wants to quit. Your mind is the driving force behind everything you do. It's what gets you out of bed when you're tired, what pushes you to complete one more rep when your muscles are fatigued, and what keeps you focused on your goals when distractions arise. The power of the mind can either be your greatest asset or your greatest obstacle. It can motivate you to succeed or convince you to give up. That's why it's so important to train your mind as much as you train your body. Building mental strength requires deliberate effort. It's about developing resilience in the face of setbacks, learning to stay calm under pressure, and cultivating the belief that you can handle whatever challenges come your way. Just like physical training, mental training requires practice. You can't expect to have a strong, unshakable mind without putting in the work. This means building habits of positive thinking, practicing mindfulness, and learning how to overcome negative self-talk. When you train your mind, you become more than just physically strong, you become unbreakable. Your mental strength will help you weather the storms of life, whether it's the struggles in your workout, the challenges at work, or the emotional battles you face in personal relationships. It's also about building focus. In a world full of distractions, the ability to concentrate on your goals and stay committed to your vision is a powerful asset. When you train your mind to stay focused, to tune out distractions, and to keep moving forward with purpose, you can achieve incredible things. Mental strength allows you to turn obstacles into opportunities, to view failure as a lesson rather than a defeat, and to push through tough times with a sense of determination. It's what helps you stay positive even when things don't go according to plan, and what keeps you striving for greatness even when the odds seem stacked against you. The mind is the most powerful tool you have at your disposal. Just like your body, it needs to be conditioned, nurtured, and strengthened. When you combine physical strength with mental fortitude, you become unstoppable. So train your mind as much as you train your body. Develop resilience, stay focused, and harness the power of your thoughts to fuel your journey to success. When you strengthen your mind, you strengthen every part of your life. Rising above limitations is about refusing to let your past or your doubts hold you back from achieving greatness. It's easy to let previous failures, mistakes, or setbacks define who you are, but doing so only keeps you stuck in a place that doesn't serve your potential. The truth is, your past does not determine your future. It might have shaped who you are today, but it does not have the power to limit who you can become. If you let your past mistakes or the negative experiences you've had dictate your future, you'll never know what you're truly capable of. Rising above these limitations means choosing to break free from the narratives you've created about yourself, whether they're based on past failures, fears, or the doubts that others have placed on you. Doubt is one of the biggest roadblocks to progress. It creeps in when you're faced with challenges or when the road to success seems uncertain. But doubting your abilities is like putting handcuffs on your potential. You have more strength, more resilience, and more talent than you realize. Often the only thing standing between where you are now and where you want to be is your belief in yourself. The doubts and fears you experience are natural, but they should never control your actions. Instead of seeing them as barriers, use them as signals to push even harder, to prove to yourself that you can rise above them. Every time you face a doubt and overcome it, you grow stronger. Each time you defy the limitations of your mind, you break down a wall that once seemed impossible to move. When you rise above limitations, you understand that your potential isn't confined to what you've already accomplished or to what others have told you is possible. You have the ability to accomplish things far greater than you think. It's about looking beyond the immediate struggles and seeing the bigger picture, the person you're becoming and the future you're creating. Your journey is not about avoiding challenges, but about rising to meet them, stepping outside of your comfort zone, and stretching the boundaries of what you think is possible. The key to rising above limitations is to never settle for the story that others or even your own doubts tell you about yourself. You are capable of more than you realize. Every single person who has achieved greatness has faced the same challenges you do, the same doubts and fears. What sets them apart is the willingness to rise above those limitations, to press forward even when it seems difficult, and to believe in themselves when the odds are stacked against them. So don't let your past define your future. Don't let doubts hold you back. You have the power to overcome any limitation you face. Keep moving forward, because the best version of yourself is still waiting to be discovered. Surrounding yourself with excellence is one of the most powerful decisions you can make for your personal growth and success. The people you choose to spend your time with can either elevate you or hold you back. You are the sum of the influences around you, and the company you keep plays a significant role in shaping your mindset, habits, and outcomes. If you surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and encourage you to be better, you naturally begin to raise your standards and expect more from yourself. Excellence is contagious. When you are around individuals who are driven, disciplined, and striving for greatness, it pushes you to do the same. It's like being part of a winning team. The energy and drive of others can fuel your own determination and ambition. On the other hand, if you're constantly around people who are negative, complacent, or comfortable settling for mediocrity, it becomes much harder to maintain the same level of motivation and focus. Negativity and doubt can easily spread, leading you to question your own potential and settle for less than what you're capable of. That's why it's so important to choose wisely when it comes to your circle. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to grow, who hold you accountable to your goals, and who push you to be the best version of yourself. These are the people who will encourage you to rise above your limitations, who will support you through setbacks, and who will celebrate your wins with you. Excellence isn't just about high performance, it's also about mindset and attitude. When you surround yourself with people who have a positive, growth-oriented mindset, you learn how to approach challenges with a solution-focused attitude, how to stay resilient in the face of setbacks, and how to keep pushing forward even when it feels difficult. Excellence is not only about achieving high levels of success in your career or fitness, but about cultivating a mindset that believes in continuous improvement, self-discipline, and determination. But surrounding yourself with excellence isn't just about what you get from others. It's also about what you contribute. When you aim to be around people who inspire you to be better, you also begin to inspire those around you. By holding yourself to higher standards and pursuing excellence in your own life, you become an example for others to follow. You create a cycle of growth and support where everyone pushes each other to reach their highest potential. In the end, the people you spend the most time with shape the trajectory of your life. Choose those who encourage your greatness, who challenge you to think bigger, and who elevate your mindset and actions. By surrounding yourself with excellence, you create an environment where success isn't just possible, it's inevitable. So be intentional with your relationships, surround yourself with individuals who bring out the best in you, and watch how it transforms your journey toward greatness. Leading by example is one of the most powerful ways to inspire and motivate others. It's easy to talk about greatness, to share lofty goals, and to speak about the importance of hard work and success. But words are only as meaningful as the actions behind them. If you truly want to lead and make an impact, you must show greatness in everything you do, every single day. Your actions speak louder than any speech or promise you can make. When you lead by example, you set a standard for others to follow. People are much more likely to respect and follow your lead when they see you living by the principles you preach, rather than just hearing about them. Greatness isn't defined by what you say, it's defined by what you do. It's the commitment you make to excellence in every aspect of your life, from how you train to how you treat others to how you approach your goals. If you're talking about the importance of discipline, for instance, but you're not living it yourself, your words lose their power. People are keenly aware of inconsistency, and when your actions don't align with your words, you lose credibility. But when you walk the talk, when you show your dedication to greatness through your actions, it inspires those around you to do the same. You become a living example of the standards you want to see in others, and that's what drives change. Leading by example means holding yourself accountable to the same expectations you have for others. It means showing up every day with the same energy and commitment, whether or not anyone is watching. It's about staying true to your values and principles, even when it's tough. When you lead through action, you demonstrate the importance of persistence, integrity, and resilience. You teach others that greatness doesn't come from words or empty promises, but from hard work, focus, and the willingness to push through challenges. You show them that success is not a result of luck or chance, but of consistent effort and relentless pursuit of one's goals. Moreover, when you lead by example, you create an environment of trust and respect. People are more likely to follow you when they see that you live up to your own standards. It's about building a culture where actions speak louder than words, and where everyone is inspired to give their best because they see you doing the same. Your actions create a ripple effect. When others see your dedication, it encourages them to push themselves further, to aim higher, and to perform at their best. So don't just talk about greatness, show it. Lead with your actions, let your work speak for itself, and inspire others through your dedication and example. In doing so, you'll not only achieve greatness yourself, but also empower those around you to reach their own potential. Leading by example is the most powerful form of leadership because it speaks to the heart and sets a standard that words alone could never do. Your actions are the blueprint for others to follow, and through your example, you have the power to create a legacy of excellence. Wearing confidence like a crown means carrying yourself with the undeniable belief that you are worthy of success, respect, and greatness. Confidence is not something you're born with. It's something you build and cultivate over time through self-assurance, self-respect, and the knowledge of your own value. Just like a king wears his crown with pride, you should wear your confidence with the same sense of authority. Confidence is your armor. It protects you from the doubts, the criticism, and the negativity that life can throw your way. When you stand tall and walk like a king, you project a sense of inner strength and power that can't be shaken by external forces. Having confidence doesn't mean you're arrogant or that you don't acknowledge your flaws. Rather, it's about embracing who you are, accepting your strengths and weaknesses, and owning your space in this world. It's the belief that you are capable of achieving great things and that no challenge is insurmountable if you approach it with the right mindset. Confidence allows you to approach every situation with a calm, assured attitude, knowing that you have the ability to face whatever comes your way. It helps you take risks, pursue your dreams, and handle setbacks with grace and determination, because you trust in your ability to navigate through adversity. When you wear confidence like a crown, you walk with purpose. You carry yourself in a way that demands respect, not because of your title or position, but because of the strength you exude from within. Your posture, your words, your actions, all align to communicate that you are someone who believes in themselves and their ability to succeed. Confidence helps you take up space in the world, to step into every room with the knowledge that you belong there, and that you deserve to be heard and respected. Confidence also empowers you to lead by example, because when you believe in yourself, you inspire others to believe in themselves as well. People are drawn to confident individuals because they feel secure in their presence, knowing that they're capable of handling any challenge. And just like a king commands loyalty and respect through his actions and demeanor, you too can inspire others to follow your lead and rise to their own potential. Wearing confidence is not about perfection or having all the answers. It's about accepting who you are, embracing your journey, and standing tall in the face of life's uncertainties. It's about walking with your head held high, knowing that you're always growing, always learning, and always striving to be the best version of yourself. Confidence is not just a trait, it's a mindset, a way of life. So wear your confidence like a crown, and let it empower you to face every challenge, seize every opportunity, and walk through life with the assurance that you are capable of achieving greatness. Being both the beast and the king is about embracing the balance between power and grace, intensity and dignity. On one hand, you need to train with the raw energy and ferocity of a beast, pushing yourself to new limits, breaking through barriers, and unleashing the strength that lies within you. The beast represents the hunger, the drive, and the relentless pursuit of your goals. It's about attacking each challenge with intensity and focus, knowing that every setback is an opportunity to rise stronger. Every hardship is a chance to grow. When you train with the heart of a beast, you show no mercy to obstacles. You attack them head-on with power and determination, constantly testing your limits and driving yourself beyond what you once thought possible. The beast doesn't hesitate, doesn't give up, and doesn't settle for mediocrity. The beast is fierce, relentless, and unstoppable. However, while you train with the tenacity of a beast, you must carry yourself with the dignity and grace of a king. The king knows that true strength is not only physical, but also mental and emotional. The king remains composed and confident, no matter the circumstances. He leads by example, inspires those around him, and treats others with respect and kindness. A king is measured in his actions, wise in his decisions, and strong in his presence. He commands respect not through force but through character. Carrying yourself with the grace of a king means having the self-discipline to control your emotions and reactions, the wisdom to choose your battles, and the humility to recognize that real power comes from within. The king knows that strength isn't about dominating others, but about leading with integrity and compassion, inspiring others to be their best. Owning both the beast and the king within you is about knowing when to unleash your inner power and when to carry yourself with poise and dignity. It's about balancing the fierce drive to succeed with the wisdom to lead with honor. The beast doesn't always need to be on full display. Sometimes the quiet strength of a king speaks volumes. And yet, when the situation calls for it, the beast within you can rise up, showing the world your strength and determination. By owning both, you become a force of nature, capable of great achievements, yet grounded in the understanding that true power comes from balance. The key to owning both is not about choosing one over the other, but about learning how to integrate them. You train hard, you push yourself, you unleash your power when necessary, but you also remain humble, focused and wise in your approach. The beast and the king are not opposites. They complement each other. The beast brings the fire, the energy and the relentless drive, while the king brings the wisdom, the grace and the leadership. Together they form a powerful, unstoppable force, capable of achieving greatness, while remaining grounded, respected, and dignified. So train like a beast, with all the power and intensity you can muster, but never forget to carry yourself with the dignity and grace of a king. Own both. Let the world see your strength and determination, but also feel your calm, composed presence and your unwavering integrity. The combination of these two qualities will set you apart and allow you to achieve unparalleled success. As you stand at the threshold of your potential, remember that the journey you're on is yours alone to shape. The challenges you face, the setbacks you encounter, and the doubts you battle, they all serve a purpose. They're there to test your resolve, to see how bad you really want it, and to push you to grow stronger. But understand this, no matter how hard the path may seem, you are capable of overcoming it. You are capable of greatness, and it's already within you, waiting to be unleashed. Now take the lessons you've learned, the strength you've built, and the vision of success you've created, and use them to fuel your next step forward. Don't just talk about what you're going to do, show the world through your actions. Let your hard work, your determination, and your courage be the evidence of your belief in yourself. Stand tall, walk with purpose, and lead by example. When you rise, you not only elevate yourself, but you inspire those around you to do the same. You are not just chasing success, you are creating it every single day. So be the beast and the king, train with intensity, live with dignity, and keep pushing forward, because your greatness is waiting, and it's closer than you think. Keep moving, stay focused, and own your journey. The best is yet to come.